I am Master Yao Nyamache Morris. I started traveling overseas when I was 19, and that experience shaped my worldview. My first trip was on a merchant ship to Africa. I spent 90 days there, traveling to such countries as Liberia, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Cameroon, all the way down to the Congo. And those 90 days really began to shape my life in a different way. I spent time in the coming year traveling to Japan and Asia, Europe, Brazil, and South America. And it gave my whole experience a new way of looking at the world. Especially important was my exposure to indigenous cultures. My journey to becoming a master began about the year 1990. I was involved in a research project called Amamara. And for 7 years, I had a study of indigenous cultures and the spiritual healers within those cultures. I had short meetings with such people as shaman, kamfo, medicine men, swamis, guru, midwives, and a host of other types of healers. I also spent time being indoctrinated to and studying several mystery systems. After that 7 years were over, my final indoctrination elevated me to the level of master. And some years later, I was inducted into the Circle of Masters, the International Circle of Masters. I have written 5 books, and I have 9 books that have been written but not published. My most favorite book is Awakening the Master Feminine, which talks about how to awaken the feminine energy from her DNA and how any woman can become a higher and better version of herself. It talks about Tantra from the bottom up, how to awaken that feminine energy using the Tantra techniques. If you want to know how most people look at me, I think the one thing that stands out about me is that I am described as an unorthodox master. And I'm very proud of that. So there are 2 paths to enlightenment and to mastership. One is the apprenticeship path, where you learn by doing. The other is the institutional path, where you separate yourself from society and you go into an ashram or a monastery, and you go inside and find yourself, and through a profound experience you unravel the mysteries of the universe and you learn your craft that way. I rejected the institutional path and chose the apprentice path because in the apprentice path you have to stay in the world and you have to keep a job and support yourself and deal with a wife or girlfriends or family or whatever you deal with, and still learn what you learn and do what you do. And I believe that this was more relevant, especially today. The Grand Trine program is designed to be done in real life under real circumstances. And I think that that's very important. I did not want to learn a lot of knowledge that had more of a superfluous purpose. I wanted wisdom that could be applied to daily life. And I believe that's extremely important, that what we do, that we can get value out of it, that we can apply it now to something that we're doing that's going to, benefit us.